You sit there and you, as a man, you want to tear down the world and explode and go to town and rip people's head off.
I'll be the bigger man, and I'll apologize to you, Samson Dauda. If any of my commentary upset you or Marlena, I'll be the bigger man, and I apologize to you, Samson Dauda, and to you, Marlena. At the end of the day, I want to see you be successful. I want to see you win that Sandow trophy and raise it above your head. And Marlena walks up on stage and jumps and gives you a big hug and kiss, and you guys celebrate. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Muscle Discord. And I wanted to jump on here quick because Samson just posted this in his stories and I don't see anyone talking about this. And Samson really opens up here, guys. Like, first off, kudos to Samson for being this transparent and opening up 8 days out from the Olympia when you're mentally exhausted and destroyed. And sometimes when you're at this point in a diet, you start thinking crazy things and emotionally getting into a weird place, and the pressure's on you. And Samson is opening up on his stories, and he's telling everything, guys. He's telling everything about Kuwait, about, coaching and Milos and Mel. Everything is here, guys. So you got it here first, Muscle Discord. You can always rely on me to bring you the breaking information, the breaking news in bodybuilding. Let's jump into it. It's a couple minutes, so we'll watch together, and then I'll chime in, and we'll go from there.
So, yes. It's been really, really hard, compared to all prep men. This has been the biggest struggle by far this past week. It's been challenging. It's been seriously challenging. It feels like you're just running on fumes. Your tank is empty. You're exhausted, but your intensity still has to be up there. Your drive still has to be up there. And all your body and your mind is doing is just take a break. Have a minute. Just chill. Just rest today. Don't go to the gym. Just chill out. You're not going to lose anything. Just chill out. But yet you're still pushing past that and to keep pushing out. And that's what this week has been really, really challenging. It's been hard. Sleep for the first time has been affected this week, where it's just you're so tired, you're so exhausted, but yet your mind is so wide that you can't actually shut down and sleep. So sleep has been affected for the first time this week, but last week before the show, so expected. Everything has been literally running, at a high level, and I'm just glad that we've come to the end of the week this week. And
at a high level means high dosage is what I'm assuming he's saying. A lot of drugs flowing through those veins right now.
It's like freaking on. Yes, we've made it. Officially at the end of this, the hardest part of prep. Next week is peak week. Yeah, that's his own thing. But in terms of prep, we're officially at the end of it right now. And now that we're at the end of it, I just want to touch on some things and sort of talk to you guys about a few things, it's been, I've been quite quiet this whole year about, and I just feel like, now, especially with the show in France and what's coming next and what we've been through, it's time. I just want to touch on it. So, I just want to say, man, thank you, man. Thank you to you guys that watch my story every day. You guys are sending messages. You guys that follow my progress. You guys that show us support through everything, time and time again, all year. You show us support. You stop by us. You give us so much love and so much appreciation. And you know what? For us, we couldn't be more grateful. We couldn't be more cheerful and more grateful for the support that you guys show us. It's been a crazy year. It's been a crazy year to say the least. We made a lot of changes this year, and we were criticized a lot for it. And although we didn't dwell on it, we didn't address it, we didn't speak on it. It got to us a lot. It made part of this year hard because we had to stay quiet. First it was why is he changing coaches? Why did he drop his coach? That had his own narrative and his own thing that was put out there. We stayed quiet. Then it was, okay, why is he picking his wife as his coach? We stayed quiet, we let it go. And then it was, why is he going to Kuwait? why did he come back from Kuwait, and why is he doing France show? And every single one of this, every decision we made, it wasn't on the whim. It wasn't something that was just woke up one morning and just decided that that's what we wanted to do. It was something that was thought about for a long, long time and discussed, and there was reasoning behind it. And I see it now. People now see the reasoning, and they now see the result that came from all those decisions. It was hard, man. It was really, really hard. It was really hard to sit there and say nothing when people put out false narrative out there. It was really hard to sit back and say nothing when people talk shit about your wife.
Well, let's pause. So, false narrative. I don't think myself, Milos, Dennis James, we're putting out any type of false narratives, or any other channel, Desktop Bodybuilding. I don't think we were doing that. We were just discussing what was happening and what we were seeing. And, you got to admit, that was a lot of changes, Samson Dauda. But at the end of the day, we're going to talk about it because you're one of the most popular, one of the biggest bodybuilders in the world, top 3 Olympia. So you're going to get discussed. That's part of the game. So you just got to learn how to deal with those things.
You sit there and you, as a man, you want to tear down the world and explode and go to town and rip people's head off. But to stay patient, to be the bigger man and stay quiet and say nothing and say, look, okay, your actions at the end of the day will do the talking for you. You don't need to say anything. Let your actions do the talking for you. It was hard. It was hard to do for months and months and months. It was hard to hear what was being said about your wife and hear your wife felt that, and she held strong and held firm and, and showed support even through all that. When people didn't have a clue, but they had a lot to say, to hold your own and stay firm and say, okay, don't worry, we'll show you. And then, every decision we've made from that point, to stick by it, even when people didn't understand and they doubted and they jumped time and time again, they jumped in without even calling or asking you why you're doing this.
So first off, Samson, you have me blocked. I would have loved for you to come on my show, or I would have loved for you to be able to DM you and ask you questions before I make a video, right? But you blocked me. So how can I reach out to you and go to the source and ask you what's going on with Milos, what's going on with Mel, what's going on with Kuwait, when you block people and then you get mad or upset because they're putting out this so-called narrative about what's happening in your life. That's it. Samson Dauda, if you're listening to me, unblock me, and then I can reach out to you and ask you questions when something happens in your bodybuilding career, and I can report on it. How about that?
And they just jumped in and came up with their own narrative, and you had to stay quiet and go, oh, really? Okay, we'll see. And it was hard. It was really, really hard. It's been a really hard year for that, but it made us stronger for it. It made us wiser for it. It made us more resilient for it, to stay quiet and go through all that and not say anything in return and hold your own, and then let the results speak for themselves. It's been, it's been amazing. And the one thing that made it easier was all the support that you guys gave us, all the messages, all the support that you guys gave us, that you saw what we were doing and you supported us for it, because you saw beyond the narrative that they were trying to put out there, beyond the bullshit that was going around. You supported us through all of it. I just want to say, man, look, thank you so much. That really meant a lot. It meant a lot.
And you can see him getting emotional there. And at the end of the day, Samson, when we report on you, I'm not hating on you, Dennis and me. We're not hating on you, right? We want the best for you. I want to see you win the Mr. Olympia. And I wish you wouldn't block people. You wouldn't, so we could have a conversation and just ask you simple questions, because we love what you're doing. Like I always say, no matter what I say about your physique, no matter what I say about your conditioning, I always say Samson Dauda, if he can get in shape, he can be a multi-time Mr. Olympia. Simple as that. To me, that's not hating on someone. That's complimenting someone. You don't just say that about any bodybuilder. You can't say that about any bodybuilder being a multi-time Mr. Olympia. I don't even say that about Nick Walker. So kudos to Samson Dauda for opening up, and he's getting emotional here, guys. So I'm surprised no one's posted this video. Like, this is a deep thing that he's talking about, and it did get to him. And you know, if it was me or if anyone else, you know, rubbed him the wrong way, I'll be the bigger man, and I'll apologize to you, Samson Dauda. If any of my commentary upset you or Marlena, I'll be the bigger man, and I apologize to you, Samson Dauda, and to you, Marlena. At the end of the day, I want to see you be successful. I want to see you win that standout trophy and raise it above your head. And Marlena walks up on stage and jumps and gives you a big hug and kiss, and you guys celebrate. At the end of the day, that's what I want to see. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Leave a comment below. Do you think this is good that Samson's opening up like this and revealing his deep emotion and thought to you guys? A lot of other bodybuilders aren't going to do that. So I give Samson Dauda credit for opening up like this and telling it all and letting it out 8 days out from the Mr. Olympia. All right, guys, leave a comment. Give me your opinion on what you feel on him talking and discussing this. And, you know, what do you think about what I have to say and me opening up and apologizing to Samson Dauda? All right, guys, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Quick video. Just want to get this one out there right away. It's the series to the Olympia. There's a lot of stuff going on, so there's going to be more videos than normal coming out, especially for my channel. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.